Hello and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll learn about the new touchscreens down by the fieldhouse.
And you'll be taken inside of the Haunted Castle in Black Forest.
And you will go backstage to see what the new musical theater class is all about.
All that and much more coming up.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Peyton Manel.
And I'm Johnny Becker. A new wave of technology has seen Carroll High School adopt laptops, and now touchscreen TVs.
I had the chance to speak with Athletic Director Dan Ginder, as well as some of the athletes featured on the innovative touchscreens, to learn what this new technology is all about. Pictures have lined the walls of Carroll High School for decades, but CHS has recently introduced touchscreen TVs for a new way of keeping statistics, records, and recognition of the top athletes in Carroll history. The touchscreen will allow the athletes' accomplishments to be immortalized without damage.
We'll never have to deal with fading of pictures. Some of the pictures that were, in the 1970s, they start looking like they're from 1970 with fading and light damage. So we won't have to deal with that moving forward.
Many of the athletes on the pictures had the same confusions as many kids and parents around the CHS area. But Dan Ginder believes this is because they need to be informed and educated on what this new technology can really do.
And it was mostly conversations of education on why we're doing it and now how can they access it and the benefits of it can be done 24/7 now instead of just being in person.
Although the technology is new and creative, athletes seem to prefer their picture hung up along the walls of CHS, but the touchscreen's capabilities has eased the tension of the athletes.
I think I was a little disappointed at first because for so long you walk past all the pictures and you're so excited because you'd be up there forever. But once I saw the screens, they weren't as bad as I thought they'd be, and it's really cool to be able to see the relays actually happen.
The touchscreen TVs allow interactivity from students to be increased, as well as parents and faculty.
I thought they were pretty great. I mean, you get the records on there and you get the state champs on there. And so it's just a great way to interact with the school.
Athletic Director Dan Ginder will continue to strive for more creative and interactive touchscreens around the school to enable the athletes to get the recognition they deserve. For Studio 415, I'm Peyton Manel.
As the adrenaline rushes through your body, your heart pounding at 1,000,000 miles a minute, anticipating the next movement or scream from the worker.
The Haunted Castle and Black Forest provide you with all the terror you'll need this Halloween season. But how is this done? Studio 415 reporter Will Wiggy has gone behind the scenes of the Haunted Castle and Black Forest.
The Haunted Castle and Black Forest are two screen parks run by the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and Venture Scouts. Every year they set up a Halloween extravaganza to scare local Hoosiers.
It's everybody that helps out does it, both adults and kids, Boy Scouts, Ventures, everybody involved helps set up, operate, and tear down.
There's a lot more to the preparation that goes into the castle and forest, aside from the castle and forest themselves. Each worker must sit through various times to get their makeup on. The time depends on what room they are scaring in, and if they're in the castle or forest, along if they're going to wear a mask or not.
So the process of doing the makeup usually takes between 5 and 10 minutes to do it, depending on how the level, I guess, of makeup that they put on. I know for the castle, they usually put on more. They'll put on thicker clumps and cover it over with blood to make it look like your face is opened up. And then for the forest, sometimes they'll just do a quick brush over, make your face camoed out so it doesn't take as long. Like I said last time, I don't usually do makeup. I usually wear a mask because it's just easier. But
The Haunted Castle is open 7 to 11 Friday and Saturday, and 7 to 9 on Sunday. The Black Forest will be open from the moment it gets dark to 11 at night. For a night of fun and terror, come to the Haunted Castle. You never know what you might find.
In Hollywood, there's something known as a triple threat. This is someone who can sing, dance, and act.
Carroll High School is now offering a class that will train students to be a triple threat. Studio 415 reporter Amelia Cisna joins us in the studio to tell us more.
Many students at Carroll are pushing for a future in the fine arts, and this new musical theater class is giving students the preparation they need for their future. I had the chance to learn more about this class and how it allows students to exercise their creative passions. This year, CHS added a new class to the fine arts curriculum called musical theater. This one-semester class contains 32 students, and most of its participants are also involved in show choir or drama. It focuses on combining acting and singing to tell a story. In class, the students read scripts, put on performances, and study the history of musical theater. However, the genre of musical theater is quite unique.
It's a lot different than just being up on a stage and singing and acting at the same time. You have to be able to say your words very fluidly and not be able to mess up a lot.
The class is co-taught by Steve Pearson, the acting teacher at CHS, and Jill Duran, the choir director. With Duran's musical background and Pearson's theater experiences, the two teachers are able to combine their talents to give their students the best class possible. Instead of giving written tests, students are graded on their performances to the class. The students put together duets, solos, and group performances pertaining to the lessons they are learning. They are currently performing excerpts from different musicals in the 1940s. Since the class is performance-based, students are given the chance to step outside their comfort zone and try something new.
It's a very collaborative class, and so I feel like it's a safe class to be able to express yourself.
This safe environment allows students to share their passion for music and theater and actively express it. Their love for the fine arts grows as they learn more about it, and the class encourages students to use their growing passion to pursue musical theater as a career. Acting director Steve Pearson believes the class prepares them for an occupation in this field.
They walk away with, best case scenario, an actual portfolio of the music, of the scenes they played in, the characters they played in, when they go to auditions elsewhere outside of Carroll High School.
Along with their portfolio, Duran and Pearson also teach the students proper audition etiquette, how to make a resume, and how to take professional headshots. Catch some of Carroll's musical theater scenes in this year's fall musical, Mary Poppins. For Studio 415, I'm Amelia Cisna.
From lacing to racing, the Chargers cross-country team has been one of the most consistently successful teams in recent memory.
Studio 415 reporter Tommy Moulter shows us how the boys and girls cross-country teams are on pace for another successful year.
The 70 cross-country runners have just wrapped up their main seasons with Cole Powers and Connor Getz ranked in the top 10 for the guys in the state of Indiana. Abby Green is also ranked number 1 in the state for the girls team. As the boys and girls varsity teams prepare for the postseason, Coach David Brooks and Phil Yoder have been preparing them for the more difficult races down the road.
The mantra is simply control what you can control. We had some success last year, obviously, and there's certainly some expectation to have success again this year, but we don't want to put our individual or team goals in the hands of anybody else. We want to be able to control what we can control, and at the end of the day, be able to look back and not have anything we wish we would have done differently.
The success Brooks is referring to is the guys' team winning state last year and the girls' team winning state runner-up. They have inadvertently created a target on their backs for state this year. Connor Getz, captain of the guys' team, explains how cross is a big time commitment running every day of the week.
I want to, make the sacrifice necessary for my team to see us perform as well as we did last year and years past before that.
The girls have an even bigger target on their back because they've been ranked number 1 in the state since the beginning of the year. Seniors Leah Metzger and Maggie Flater have been state runner-ups back-to-back years. They have high hopes that they can lead their team to finally winning this year.
I think we'll do really well at state this year. We definitely have a chance at winning. If all of our runners are back healthy and if we all run the race we're supposed to, we'll do great.
With state aspirations on everyone's minds, the varsity teams begin preparation starting with sectionals on October the 7th. For Studio 415, I'm Tommy Moulter.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
If you have any story ideas that you would like to see covered, mention them to any of the students in the credits or Mr. Johnston.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.